Hello students, good day. In today's session we are going to learn how to perform mathematical operations on series and how to remove the elements from the series. So mathematical operations can be performed on series using scalar values and functions. Any mathematical operations using these arithmetic operators plus, minus, multiplication, division, modulus and power. So all these operations can be performed on series either with the series or with the scalar value, that is a constant value, or with some functions. So arithmetic operations is possible only on objects of same index. Okay, so if you are adding two series, both series are added based on the index. Okay, so otherwise will result as NaN. So let's see this with example. This is my first program. I am using Pandas module and NumPy module. So this is my list with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and I am creating a series with this list. Okay, so now S1 series contains the value 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the next one I am adding plus 2. So this is the constant value I am adding with the series. Okay, so that is stored in S2 object, and S3 is S1 minus S2. We are subtracting 2 from the series, multiplying and dividing, then I am finding the power, right? And we can also do the relational operators. So S1 less than 3, so this one results in true or false. Okay, so S7 is a series of Boolean values, and S side series I am creating with S1 plus NP dot cos of S1. Okay, so cos of S1 will be found, that will be added to S1. So here you are considering all the indexes are same. So because I didn't mention any index here, by default it has 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so cos of S1 again the same index. So both index are added now, right? Then I am printing all the series. So this way we can do operations, arithmetic operations on series. So here I demonstrated with the constant values and then with functions. Okay, so here you can see the values are added. The first one is S1 plus 2. Okay, so here 1 plus 2 3, 2 plus 2 4. Then we have subtraction. Here this is the subtraction minus 1, and this is the multiplication, and this is the division. Okay, so then next we have 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, that is the power. Okay, S1 to the power of 2. Okay, 1 to the power of 2, 2 to the power of 2, and then. So the next one is the Boolean result. Okay, so S1 less than 3. Okay, so less than 3 values are made to true, others are false here. So this is of Boolean. And the next one is we are adding the sign value. So S1 plus S1 of cos value. Okay, so cos of S1 will be found, that is added to S1 here. So this is how we can do arithmetic operations with constant values or with functions. Let's see the next example. This is my next program. Okay, here what I am doing, I am adding two series together. Okay, so L1 is first list and L2 is my second list. Okay, and S1 is the series created with the list 1 and S2 is the series created with list 2. So here we have two lists, S1 and S2. So what I am doing here, S1 plus S2 plus S1 again. Okay, we are adding S1 value plus S2 and then again we are adding S1. Okay, so either you can use the arithmetic operator or we have the function called add function. So object name S1 dot add of S2. Now S1 and S2 will be added and I am storing the result in the variable object S3. Okay, here I am printing the S3, and we can also do the comparisons here. So S1 equals to S2, we can compare both the values based on the index. Okay, if both elements are same, both index values are same, it results a true value. So that one we are passing to S1 of S1 equals to S2, so we will get the values here. Okay, so first one we are adding S1 plus S2 plus S1, and for S3 we are adding S1 and S2. For the last print statement we are comparing S1 and S2. Okay, so let's run this one. Okay, you can see the result. First one is S1 plus S2 plus S1. So 3 plus 37 plus 3. Okay. so which gives 40. Again the same thing, 56 plus 56 plus 7. Right, so here we are adding, so next print statement is printing S3, so S3 is S1 dot add of S2, only S1 and S2, so 34 plus 3, 37, 56 plus 7, 63. Okay, so each index is added, so 0th index and this 0th index is added. Right, so next one we are comparing S1 equals to S2. Okay, so 3 and 34 are compared, the result is false, so that is not printed. 56 and 7 is compared, that is also false. 23 and 23 are compared, here the result is true, so S1 equals to S2, so the result is S1 here, so that is displayed over here. Okay, next one like that, so each element is compared index based. Okay, so here 13 and 13 are compared, the result is 13 is true. Again 34 and 34 compared, the result is true. Okay, so each index is compared and it gives the result. Now I am going to change the index now. So L1 by default we have the index 0 to 9. Now here I am going to change the index. So index equals to, I am going to use the range function. Okay, so 1 to 10. Right, so what I am going to do for L2, for the series S2, I am going to give the index as 1, 2, 3. So here the index is starting with 0, 1, 2, 3. For L2, the index is starting with 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. Okay, so let's see how it adds the value. Okay, let's have only S3, S1 dot S2. Okay, I'm just getting this one. Let's run the program. So you can see it here, for 0th index it displays NaN. Why it is NaN? Because there is no 0 index here. The index is starting with 1 for S2. Okay, but for S1 the index is starting with 0. Right, so if the indexes are not matched, it returns NaN values. Okay, now so this is 0 and this is 1, so here this is 1, so 56 and 34 are added, gives the result 90. And here 23 plus 7, that is 30. Okay, so the values are added based on the index. Right, so what happens if you are using the comparison operator? Right, so though the elements, number of elements are same, in list 1 also I have only 9 elements and L2 also I have 9 elements. Okay, but the index is changing. Right, so if the index is changing, you cannot compare the values, you will get error, exception. You can see it here. So value error can only compare identically labeled series. Okay, so even though the number of elements in both lists are same, we can compare only based on index. Okay, since the indexes are not matching, it gives error report. Right, so now another way is, so as it compares only indexes, if you have the 23 over here, okay, so instead of 4th element as 23, if you have the first element as 23, then it will not compare, because 3 and 23 are compared here, so 23 will not be picked from this series. Okay, so only the matching elements with the same index will be fetched for the result. Okay, so you will get only 13 and 34 here. Hope you understand the concept. So mathematical operations, any comparisons can be done only based on the index. Okay, right, so next one we are moving on to deleting. Okay, how to delete element from a series. So we have 3 methods to delete. Okay, one is drop, the next one is pop, and then the last one is del. Okay, so there is a difference between all these values, all these functions. Drop, we have to pass the argument. Okay, so which element to be deleted, that element's index to be passed as argument to this drop function. So by passing the index of the element to be deleted, it will return a new series with the element deleted. Okay, so this drop method always returns a new series. It won't change the existing series. Okay, it won't affect the data in the existing series. It always gives a new series. Okay, so this pop deletes the series and return the series as a result. Okay, so this pop method deletes the series and it gives the same series as a result after deleting. Okay, del method, so del is a keyword, so this keyword deletes the entire series. So let's see the difference between drop and pop in detail. Okay, this is my program. Okay, the first one is pandas module, then I'm creating a list, I'm creating a series. The next one, what I'm using, s1 dot drop of 3. So my purpose is to drop the index 3. So what is the index 3? 0, 1, 2, 3. So 67 should be deleted now. Okay, so after deleting, when you print s1, so what would you expect? You would expect a result without 67. Okay, but you can see the result with 67. That means, so as we know, this drop method returns a new series. It won't affect the existing series. Okay, so as it returns a new series, you can store it here. So you can write s2 equals to s1 dot drop of s3. Now if you print s2, okay, you will get a new series. So this drop method always gives a new series. So you have to store it and you can print it. Right? So if you print s2, now you can get s2 without 67. So this is s1 and this is s2. You can see it here. Third index is not there. Okay, so this drop method will not alter the existing series. It always results in a new series. It always produces a new series. So that series you have to store it in a object. Otherwise, you can directly print the statement. If you directly print the statement with s1 dot drop of 3, because it will print. Okay, so this one gives the result without 67. Okay, so when you are directly printing, it prints the value without 3. Okay, but if you print it in the next line, why it is not printing? It gives a new series. Okay, that series you have to hold it in other object, right? So in this way you can drop multiple values also. If you are dropping multiple values, then you have to pass the list. So if you can pass 3, 5. Okay, so both elements will be deleted now. Okay, now 3 and 5 is not there, both are deleted now. Right, so instead of this one, you can use the pop method. So this pop method deletes and returns. Okay, so the same thing you can do it here. So s1 dot pop of 3, if you print it in next line, it deletes. So if you are using drop method and you are printing in the next line, it won't affect, because drop method will give you new series. Sorry, drop method. So this pop method, it alters the existing series. So s1 series will be altered, and if you put it in the next line, you will get the result. Okay, so without 3, you will get the result. So this is the difference between drop and then pop. Okay, so drop, if you are printing in the same line, you will get the result. But if you are printing in the next line, you won't get the result, because drop will not alter the existing series. But pop method will alter the series and you will get the result in the next print statement. Okay, so next we have del keyword. So you can use it del of s1. That means we are completely deleting the s1 series. So if you try to print it in the next line, you will get error. So first pop is done. So when it encodes del of s1, it gives name error, s1 is not defined, because we deleted it already. The whole series is deleted. We cannot refer it anymore in the next line. Okay, so this way we can completely delete the series. So hope you understand the concept of deleting an element, and you understand the difference between drop and pop. Right? So that's all about today's class. Thank you.